homeless veterans in Arizona with something called the Standdown. Joining me is Shane Gruen, and you are with the Arizona Housing Coalition.
That's right.
And you organize the Standdown every year.
Yes, sir.
Tell us what it is. Tell us what the Standdown does.
So a Standdown is a 1 to 3 day event, and it brings a bunch of service providers together in one place, and we try and make it kind of a one-stop shop to help homeless veterans and veterans in need.
How does the word get out to the homeless community that the event is happening? Because it's so well known in Arizona now, and it's grown. Yeah. But how does the word get out to them? Where is it held?
So it's held at the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. It'll be the 24th and 25th of January this year. We'll open the doors at 7 a.m. And so we do a lot of social media, and we try and do a lot of press as well. And then just in the different meetings that I attend throughout the months going up to the event, we just do a lot of flyers and just word of mouth to shelters and to service providers.
When people think about helping the homeless, classically, it's about making sure people are fed, clothing. But this is such a comprehensive event, from veterans that have gotten themselves in some kind of legal trouble, big or small, where they can actually take care of things. How does that work?
So we did that for many years, where we were handing out food and handing out clothing, and we've seen the demographic shift where there was a time where we were serving 80% homeless, 20% housed, and now we've seen that completely flip to it's less than 20% homeless and 80% housed. So we've tried to respond accordingly, and we've changed the kind of services that we're providing. And legal is obviously a big barrier for a lot of veterans. If you have something that's kind of hanging over you, you can't get a job, you can't get an ID, you can't do a lot of things because of that. So we try to resolve all of those things on site, and we're just doing a lot less of the handouts and trying to do these more long-term solutions that'll help veterans, over the years.
And when you're having financial difficulties and you've got fines you have to pay, you lose your driver's license, you can't go to work to raise the money to pay your fines, and so you get caught in a revolving door, and you end that by them showing up, and they're able to actually go to a court while they're there. Prosecutors, defense attorneys, judges, and they can resolve their issues, get their IDs back, and it's one step towards getting back to a regular life. Absolutely.
That can be a really vicious cycle, and especially with crimes of homelessness, that the trespassing and different things, loitering, where they can't pay those fees and they cycle through jail, and nobody benefits from that. And so we really try to resolve that on site. They can do community service on site at the event, and they can leave with a clean slate, and that's our goal.
Now, as far as haircuts are available, and I've seen this happen a time or two, where it's amazing to think, like for you and I, that you go and get a haircut when you need one, but the difference it makes in someone's life that hasn't had a haircut in a long time, they actually can leave there and they actually look like they feel happier. I know that sounds silly, but that makes a big difference in someone's life.
Absolutely true. Something as trivial to you and I as a haircut can really be a game changer for someone. And just having someone reach out to them and talk to them about building a good resume, helping them write a resume, and doing a job interview on site, those things are just, that's life-changing stuff. And to a lot of people it might not be a big deal, but that's just one piece of what we're doing there, but I think it's really important.
Numbers of people you expect to come through the Standdown, they change every year, they fluctuate, but do you have any expectations this year?
We're expecting around 2,000. That's kind of where we've been the last couple of years. We dipped a little bit last year, and we're optimistic that means veterans are getting the services they need, and that's our hope. But stand-downs occur throughout the country. This one in Maricopa County is the largest in the country, and we try to always improve and kind of meet the needs of our veterans as they change.
Then last two questions. One is, can you describe briefly what happens when a veteran comes, like when they walk through the door the first time? What's the process of depending on their need, what happens?
Sure. So we have the VA is on site, and they check their eligibility, verify their service, and then if they're not enrolled in the VA, they'll enroll them there. Then they'll go to Veterans Benefits, and if they're eligible for any benefits as a result of their service, they'll find out about that. And then they're kind of free to go about the event and seek out the services that they need. We have 100 service providers that are on site, and we have guest guides from Valley of the Sun United Way that help escort them around to find the different services that they're looking for, but then it's up to them what they want to do. We have housing resources, veterinary services if they need their pets spayed or neutered, eyeglasses, free dental care, like we said, courts, DES if they need connection with benefits from them, Social Security, MVD, the list goes on.
Are you in need of volunteers this year or in the future? And if somebody wants to get involved on one level or another, whether it's financial support or actual volunteering, how do they do that?
We always need both of those things, but we usually have about 1,000 volunteers at the event. Valley of Sun United Way coordinates those volunteers, and so you can go to their website, and the link is there for Standdown. And then financial support, we have great supporters. The Arizona Department of Veterans Services helps fund all of the Standdowns in the state. USAA came in with a big grant this year. Angry Crab Shack did a whole month of fundraising for us. So really, it's community-driven event, volunteer-driven event, and it's just a lot of people just wanting to help our vets, and that's kind of the beauty of it. So.
Well, Shane, I know you're a veteran. I know you come from a military family, and you have a family member serving. But for what you're doing for the veteran community, thank you. We appreciate it. Thanks for explaining it to our audience.
I'm humbled to do the work. Thanks so much.
Shane.
Appreciate
We'll
it.
be back.